back in the building. Shout out to the sponsors, the Snow Goons, Elite Sound International, and of course Creative Juices Music. Make sure you cop the Creative Juices shirt on the website. You know what I'm saying? Cop the Snow Goons hat on the website. Yeah, we got the homie SofaKing on the show tonight.
You. What's good, bro?
Yo, what up?
What's good, yo? What you got? A microphone?
Yeah, I got a little microphone, makes it sound a little nice, you know?
Oh shit! Now you making me look all unprofessional. You got the whole high quality mic and shit.
You good. I like the gutter. That's what's up, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, so
Nah, you know what it is? Like I said, my jacket ain't too crazy, so I can hook it up to my shit right there and make it sound at least a little better, you know what I mean?
no doubt, no doubt.
I don't know if you can hear me though.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah, man. Pretty sure everybody else should be able to hear you too and shit though.
yeah, let's hope everybody else can hear me.
I mean, it does sound a little what do you call that? Bassy or what do you call that? A little tiny bit muffled, but that's probably because of the foam on the mic or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I can still hear you for the most part though, either way. But
I can hear you
no
too.
doubt,
That's what's up.
no doubt. But yeah. So why don't you tell everybody your name and where you repping and whatnot?
SofaKing, I'm over here in Queens, NYC. You know, regular shit.
No doubt, no
Everybody know
doubt.
where I'm at on my side. Jackson Heights, Corona, West Side, all of it. You already know.
No doubt,
Sunnyside, I see
no
some
doubt,
Sunnyside people here. What up?
no doubt. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Where you from,
Yeah,
bro?
man. What happened?
Where you at? You in the Bronx?
Nah, man. Everybody thinks that most people think I'm from Brooklyn and shit, but nah, I'm from upstate.
Oh, all right. Where at in upstate?
I'm Middletown, New York. We're like
Oh,
an
right.
hour
What's that? A
south
couple
from
hours?
Yonkers. Hmm?
Oh, right. It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Yeah, we're like an R&B. You know what I mean? Y'all neighbors and shit. Well, not Queens. 'Cause y'all like two and a
Yeah.
half, 3 hours or some shit away. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, but yeah, nah, it's what's up though, man. Yeah, I got an opportunity to listen to the joint you sent me, man. I gotta say, I was fucking amazed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Which one you listen to? The ones like the full LP shit or the shit that I'm doing with
I,
Shanty?
I got a chance to check out both. You know what I'm saying? Because I was able to find the one on Spotify that he was talking about and shit, and then
Yeah.
the other one finally got to work for me. The EP and shit. It took me a couple tries and shit, 'cause like it didn't want to like what you call that extracting, you know what I mean, or that shit on my phone.
Computers is acting funny right now, but nah. I figured that was gonna go through. It was the first one that really wasn't going through. I haven't had that file in a minute.
Mm,
But
no doubt.
it's on my like it's on my Spotify, it's on my Bandcamp. Um and that shit's on YouTube. Niggas on bootleg that shit already and all that. That's how I know. I always say a nigga know he made it when he bootlegs your shit, you know what I mean? So somebody out there bootleg my shit. I know somebody listening. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt, no doubt. Yeah, of course, of course. You gonna see your motherfucker. You gonna see the Sofa King albums on the fucking, you know what I mean? Fifth Ave and shit. On the
Definitely,
fucking
definitely.
them corner stands right next to the hot dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so would you check out the most? The both of them?
Yeah, I listened to every single track. I was trying to get a really good feel for it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
'Cause, like being the way I am,
Because
it's like I like
because
I
like
like.
the first one where I sent you where it was like I don't know, like 15, 16 tracks, that has like a whole bunch of different producers on it. So the
Which one was
second
that?
one
Tables, ladders, and couches, or you talking about the other one?
I'm talking about Fuck Your Couch Ninja.
Oh
That
yeah,
one right there got about like I don't know, maybe 15 tracks, and that one got like different producers on all of them. But this
no
new
doubt.
this new one, the one that you just listened to, the Tables, Ladders, and Couches one, which I'm gonna be dropping like May 8 or 18, some shit like that. That's only produced by one dude.
Mhm.
You
That's
know
the
what I mean? And that's Shanty. And I was trying to do something a little different. You know what I mean?
yo. I gotta say, man, I stay telling this nigga that shit. Yo, his fucking beats are just amazing. Like you get like you trapped in time when you listen to them shits.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You definitely get that vibe when you listen to him.
No doubt, no doubt. But Yo, can every whoever's here, whatever, can y'all hear him? I know it sounds a little muffled. I just want to make sure you got the best quality. 'Cause I heard supposedly iPhones got the best quality everything. The microphones, video camera.
A little bit better now. You hear me a little bit better
Yep.
now?
Oh hell yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, that's better.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, at least iPhone's good for something.
I had to go to the settings real quick.
No doubt, no doubt. Nah, that shit sounds way better though. No doubt. So yeah, so let's. What happened?
I'm gonna keep it just like this.
Yeah, it's not. It sounds way cleaner and there's more trouble in
Ivancito, what's up? I got some people popping up and shit.
it. No doubt, no doubt. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people hopping in and out throughout the night. Shit, you know what I mean, like it takes everybody time to get off their jobs, whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I figured let's hop right into it though. Before we get right to the albums and shit, the music, I want to discuss a little bit like more in detail about you as an artist. So I figure with that being said, where did you come up with the name SofaKing?
Yeah, now so my first name was Create, and that was one of those KRS-One names where each letter had a meaning to it. And it was called Corrosive Rhymes Eating Away Today's Evil. But that was when I was first started. And I started with my boy C-Spec, shout out to C-Spec. And he was called Contagious Specialist. So I was like, all right, everybody got a name that means something, you know what I mean? But, as I started, kept going and shit like that, I wasn't really feeling the whole fucking create shit. And then, I don't know, I started tagging up Sofa. Somebody gave me the name Sofa, in graffiti. If somebody give you your name, then you stick with it, you know what I'm saying? So somebody gave me the name Sofa. Then I started putting King next to it just because I'm Spanish, Latin King, this and that. Not the gang or whatever, just saying like Latino, you know what I'm saying? And then that shit just, I started seeing the name in portions of it, right? And then when you actually break down the name, it just, like if you actually break it down into 3 syllables, it really just means so fucking. So it's like like I'm so fucking cool, or I'm so fucking nice, so shit like that. So it just stuck. And then this dude MF Doom came out with his whole SofaKing shit like that, and that shit even stuck even more because I was like, all right, people know that. I'm gonna just stick to that, you know what I mean? And it was also some graffiti shit too. A lot of shit comes from graffiti, you know what I'm saying? That's like the 6th element of hip hop. Nobody ever want to include that shit, but like I feel like a lot of niggas got their names just off of graffiti. You know what I mean? And that was given to me by my boy Grant Heights. So that was a pretty good look. And I just put everything together, and then I don't even know how you would call that, because it's not like an acronym or a backronym or nothing like that, but it definitely means something, like so fucking cool, so fucking nice, shit like that.
Bottom line is you can acronym the shit out of it, but either way, it's still, you know what I mean? It's a dope name, man, because I did remember that shit, though. Like,
Yeah.
SofaKing and shit, like, from the fucking Danger.
Danger. Yeah.
Like, so I was like, yo, I wonder if he rolling with them at first. That was like the first thing that came to mind, but then I was like,
a lot of people think I got it from that, but nah, I mean, shit just stuck with me for a little bit, and then and I've been listening to Doom for a minute too. So when that came out, I was like, perfect. People gonna correlate the thing with the same thing, so it don't bother me. If people think like I bit it or whatever, it's on them. I don't have to.
It's a title though. Either way, it was not like it was their group name. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit.
Title for a song too. A lot of people think like, because now I'm seeing a lot of artists like, I got a little line right now saying people biting my shit right now because I see a lot of people with the SofaKing with all that now and shit. But I feel like no idea is original, man. So just like Nas said.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, somebody might around the world might have the same name, but it don't even matter.
I've been peeping it like there's this dude like in Germany. He reps that shit hard, but he's like a how you say, like the techno DJs, they be throwing parties and shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yo, niggas can have the name, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. I'm doing rap anyways.
Word. It's like, it's all good, yo. Just don't correspond what you doing with what I'm doing and shit. That's what's up, though, man. Yeah,
That's basically how
A lot of us just wanted like KRS-One type names. You know, we wanted each letter to represent something. A lot of rappers got their names like that too first, but then you know they just grow out of that shit. So I kind of figured like when I started hitting like the 2010s and 2016s, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, that shit's like played out right now. So I just want my own shit.
No doubt. No, I feel you on that. I'm not gonna lie to not to jump too far ahead because I did have like some questions for the Tables Ladders Couch EP, but there was some stuff I noticed about that. I had to throw it out there instantly because when you said SofaKing, a lot of things kind of reminded me of WWE. And when I listened to the EP and the track listing and shit, I was like, yo, I wonder if he a WWE fan and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a wrestling fan, not just WWE. You know, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 34, so
I'm
it's like,
older than you, dude. That's crazy.
well, then you know, you might have grew up with the fucking Ultimate Warriors and the Hulk Hogan's and all that shit. And that shit was all cool. I love all that shit. But I had grown up with the little attitude era, like 97, 2000. You know, they got girls with the titties all out and now and wrestling and all that shit. That was like my era and shit like that. You might already grew out of that shit at that time, but that's when I was really, really into it. So yeah, a lot of that name also has a lot to do with like a lot of wrestling shit because in wrestling, I don't know if you heard me. You heard me?
Nah, cut out. What were you saying?
I said like in wrestling, you need a lot of like showmanship and a lot of like the reason why I like wrestling, I really a lot, or I correlate this new album with that shit, is because wrestling is real extravagant. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's storylines, there's crazy ass people with crazy ass robes, $1,000 robes on, and they styling and wilding like Ric Flair, like, you know, he was the man. And look at this shit now. Like you see Ric Flair now, he's in everybody's rap video and shit. Everybody wanna be next to Ric Flair. You know, rest in peace, he died and shit, but you know what I mean? So like me growing up with that shit, and now like they got all these on demand shits where I could just go to my favorite episode back in the day and just act like a fucking kid again. I do that shit all the time. So when I'm writing, that's why this new shit, the one that you listen to, the Tables, Ladders, and Couches, obviously it's TLC. It means tables, ladders, and chairs.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's one of my like, you know, when I was a kid, there was a crazy ass match. It was like the Hardy Boys against like the Dudley Boys. And like to me, that was a crazy ass match. They done went on tables, ladders, they done burnt themselves. So like when I was writing a couple of those songs, I go right back to that match and be like, yo, I'll be listening to that shit in the background, you know. And there's a song on there, I think it's called The King. I think it's on the new one, King of New York. Oh no, is it King of New York? I don't even know the titles yet like that, but there's the one where in the middle of the song, I just start talking shit like a fucking wrestler, like, and I just start naming out my crew on some like Hulk Hogan shit. That one is pretty fire. That's King
I'm
of
trying to
Spring.
think of which one you're talking about because two of the, I mean, because you had three titles that corresponded with the wrestling, like
Yeah,
Samoa Drop, Russian Leg Sweep, and then I think Papa Shango. I was gonna ask you about that. That was a wrestler, wasn't it?
yeah. So Papa Shango was actually all the tracks have everything to do with wrestling. Just the track names though, not. So like
Yeah.
the track name like Russian Leg Sweep has nothing to do with Russian Leg Sweep. That's about some life shit. But you know, I just was like, let me put everything down on some wrestling shit and shit like that. But yeah, you got Russian Leg Sweep, you got Papa Shango, you got King of the Ring. What else you got on there?
Yeah,
Uh,
Samoa Drop on there and shit. That shit.
Samoa Drop, yeah, Samoa Drop. You got Samoa Drop on that shit. Um, and yeah, like I just was like, yo, let me name everything, and let me name everything. Oh, I got that Iron Man match. That's with Spit Gems, and I
Yeah,
got
yeah, that shit was fire.
Swift. DJ got on that. He cut that shit the fuck up, crazy.
Yeah,
Now it
yo,
was,
Rob Swift is a fucking beast. Like,
I think he's a legend, bro. He's a
bro,
legend. He's a legend, and a lot of people don't know. What a lot of people don't know is because like I'm Colombian, you know what I'm saying? I'm Latino and shit like that. And I'm from Jackson Heights. A lot of people don't know he's Colombian and he's from Jackson Heights, which was crazy because you know I'm a fan first, so you know I'm over here, you know I'm trying to get him to get on my song. I'm over here thinking, he ain't gonna fuck with me and shit like that. Yo, I told him straight up like what I wanted to do. I told him, yo, I got another Latino on there. He's Puerto Rican. We all repping Queens. You Latino, you repping Queens. We should just all get on this shit. Yo, without a thought, he was like, yo, I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna hop on it. And on top of that, he don't promote it. We gonna have a competition soon with it. That's a little bit under the wraps right now. We're gonna have people like remix it or cut it up or do whatever it is. They're gonna win some packages, some prizes or whatever. But he's got some shit going on himself right now. So shout out to DJ Rob Swift doing like a competition right now. So after he's done with that, we're gonna set it up with our own shit right now. After that.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, that's my shit, bro. Like I fucking love wrestling. I love anime shit. Like I'm still a motherfucking kid at heart myself. Like you ain't gonna tell me I can't watch what the fuck I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I think we all are kids at heart, but the thing is that doing this hip hop shit, there's a cutoff, and it seems to be like once you like 30 or 35 or 40, and you still rapping, you an old dude, or you not like. But like it's like when I watch that Nori shit, he always says it. He's like, yo, them rock and roll niggas, they be doing shit from like 80, 90 years old, and they do the same.
Yo, word.
Nobody ever critiques them, but when you doing this hip hop shit, once you pass 30 or to 40, you an old head or you ain't making. I'm like, but I'm not here to make it for anybody else. So that's what I'm saying. I'm always gonna be a kid at heart because I'm always gonna be having the wrestling in the background. I'm always gonna be listening to some 90s shit. And not to say I don't listen to new shit. I love the new shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm clicking up with a whole bunch of new niggas right now and all that shit. It's all good. But I'm definitely going to be a kid at heart. When I mean a kid at heart, I'm just like a 90s baby. Just like you are, you know what I mean?
I think more so, like, for me, the definition behind that more so, you're lighthearted. You're, I don't even know what the words are, but, like, I don't take shit very serious unless it's time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what kid heart to me is. Like,
yeah, innocent. You just got innocence in you, you know what I mean? And, like, not a lot of innocence in hip-hop. And you got to be hard. You got to be selling coke. You gotta be fucking. There's no this is where the Bismarcky's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bismarcky wasn't hard, but he was hard. But he was still saying shit like, "Yo, I just need a friend." Like, you know what I mean? So, like,
word.
That's why like a lot of people see me like I'm 6'1", man. I'm a big motherfucker too. So when they see me, they're like, "Oh, this nigga, you know, you might be in the mix or on the street, but yo, I'm the coolest motherfucker." Like when I do music a lot of titles and shit transcend to like some kid-hearted shit, some light-hearted shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to write "fuck you, kill you" on the track. You know what I mean?
I look at it like this, yo. How the fuck is it okay for rock and roll niggas to be shooting up heroin at the age of 80 in a hotel? But we can't kick no rhymes. We can't dress like, you know what I'm saying? We from New York, man. It's just, you could be a fucking 100-year-old nigga still rocking Timbs and the Fitted. What the fuck's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, yo, peace to my boy Limo Arts. He just did a video for me for the King of the Ring shit. It's a whole animated video. That's gonna be released like in a month or two. But he just did a whole animated video. I got a whole bunch of like cameos in it that I didn't even tell a lot of people in it. I don't know if you fuck with the Bankai fan.
Oh yeah, that's fan right there.
I got video looking crazy in the video. I got Shanty. I got a whole bunch of people, and it's all animated too. So shout out to Mo Arts, man. He's been putting in work, and he's from Venezuela, and he don't even know English, man. You know what I'm saying? And me and him just been talking on some real shit, and he's a hip hop dude too. You know what I'm saying? He just did some DJ Premier shit. So shout out to him. Man.
Nice. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, thank God for that Google Translate too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, he's Latino, so I was talking to him in Spanish and shit.
Oh, word. No doubt.
Translated shit though.
Like when I be trying to talk to my brother Kiyo Itachi, this nigga be like,
man,
I be having to do that French translate shit because he be saying some shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you saying. Like,
yeah, right.
Bro, thank God for that shit. At least the smartphones have something smart about them.
Yeah.
Word. But
they're making shit a little easier for us right now.
Yo, I'm a little tight though, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because I was looking at the playlist and I'm like, wait, King of the Ring? I ain't hear no King of the Ring.
Oh, you didn't get that on the thing?
Nah, I only got 6 tracks off the EP.
Off the EP. It should be in there. You know what it is? It's probably called another name to some. Name me all the things that you got right now.
You got Drunk Royal Rumble, which is probably King of the Ring. I'm
No,
guessing.
that's a posse cut that I got with Lex NYRE. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Nah, I don't think I heard of it.
Things too. He just moved out to Long Island. He's dope. I got him on it. I got my man Kesper on it. These are all dope ass dudes. They just drop some crazy shit. Like it's called the dishonorable exchange, where it's Lex NYA and Kesper. These are like OGs that I know a little bit older than me and shit like that. They've been doing it for years and shit like that. And these guys work out of my studios called Ear Candy Studios. Cause like I don't know if you know, but like me and Shanty we got our own shit popping right now in Bushwick. You know what I mean? And I've been having my studio Ear Candy for a minute. And a lot of people that you know, like I got Mankai's coming in there. I got Rusty Jukes be in there a couple times. I had Nems up in there. I had Benny the Butcher up in there a couple times. So you know, we definitely get busy in there and shit like that. But what else? So what else you got in there? You got
So you got that. The only other one that wasn't mentioned was the Butcher and the Banker, but I don't think that would be.
Nah, but it should be in there. It's probably just a different title.
Yeah, because the only other ones in there is the Butcher and the Banker, the Russian Leg Sweep, Papa Shango, Iron Man match, and Drunk Royal Rumble. That's the only 6 that I had in that the zip or whatever.
I'm gonna have to send you that shit though. So that one that we specifically talking about is actually really dope, because I'm kind of mad you ain't got that one, because
that's what I was saying. Nigga, I'll tell you. I'm like, yo, where's that song at, yo? Because I was jamming.
That's the one actually where like I act like the most like a wrestler. Like there's no hook on that. I just go like I just talk on the mic like on some Hulk Hogan shit, like when he used to just bug out. You know what I mean? Hollywood Hogan it and be on the mic and just go crazy. And you hear an audience in the background. We put an effect. Shanty, shout out to ID and shit like that. You know, he was listening to everything I told him to do. You know what I'm saying? If I told him put a kick or a punch or a laser, we would find that shit and he would put that shit all in there. So he had found like this whole crowd, like a whole like wrestling crowd. And we put it in the background, very, very subtle. And while I'm like just talking my shit, you just hear, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely got to send you that though, because that one, it's actually one of my favorite ones right there. That's the one where I talk the most shit on it, because it is called King of the Ring. It's like a talking shit track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask that. What's your favorite track off of there? But you already said it.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's one of my favorite track. Really is Papa Shango though.
Yeah, I like that shit too, man. Like the video was fucking fire too, by the way.
Appreciate that. Shout out to fucking.
Make sure everybody check that shit out. You know what I'm saying, on YouTube and shit. That shit is fire. I like that.
Appreciate that. Yo, that's actually my favorite song, because you know, we shot a video to that shit. We did a whole bunch of shit to that. You know what I mean?
I personally like the Butcher and the Banker though. Like I don't know why, but flute beats and shit like that, like it is so fucking awesome. The way y'all rapped on it and shit, the shit was fire.
Well, the original is on Spotify. The original is produced by my boy.
That was the remix. Yeah.
Remix that Shanty did, and that one is fucking retarded. He got the flutes. Yeah, that one is crazy.
Shout out to brother ID, man. God damn, that beat fucking had me stuck for a minute. I had to keep hitting the motherfucking beat.
Shout out to shit. I'll be bothering him a lot, man. I you know what I'm saying? I be thinking he's my own personal label and shit, and you know I do a lot of. I gotta shout out to him a lot, because you know he got a lot on his plate. He got a lot of artists he got to deal with, and I know that shit's not, you know, always the best thing in the world. But the dude has listened to everything. I mean, I remember one time he told me there was a track that we was doing, because we had finished this already about a year ago, but he had mixed and mastered a song for me, one song, maybe like 40 times, just because he wanted to get the shit sounding perfect. You know what I mean? And you know, most people don't do shit like that. You know, 2, 3, 4 times, right? But when I tell you, he done made everything sound crazy. He did that shit mad time. So I can't front. He's a good person to be with. He a good person to lead, and he's also a good person to fucking listen to, because he's been in the game for a minute. You know Shanty.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
he's a good nigga, man. Plus on top of that, he's nasty with the beats and the
yeah,
rhyming. That man's a motherfucking
Shanty with
genius.
everything. I used to see his logo though. I was telling Shanty when I first met him, because I had already met him a couple of times, and it took me like 2 months because I used to go to his crib when he used to live in Bay Ridge, and I seen like stickers and shit, right? And I seen the CJM stickers, so I'm like, ah, he must just be another hip hop fan. Come to find out, he's the owner of that shit. So I'm like, crazy. I know about this sticker before you, about like 12, 13 years. Because I used to see that sticker everywhere in college and motherfucking SOBs and knitting factories and just all over the place. So I was telling him, I was like, yo, I knew you. I know CJM way before I know you. So like, I've been listening, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just bugged me out how like I met the owner of like, you know, it's crazy. It's a label that's been around for a minute, man. It's, you know, you have Def Juxes and you have fucking other places that are not even around no more. You know what I mean? All you got is like the fat beats shit. So it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's the one thing a lot of people don't know about him. He's a fucking one man army. Like this man
That dude's a
does
woman.
fucking.
Definitely is a woman. He deals with a lot of soldiers too. That's why like I gotta shout him out because I be you know like he does a lot of shit for me and you know I hope he knows that I appreciate that shit because I know I be you know dragging it too. You know what I mean? Yo, can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, yo, yeah.
It's worth it though. It's fucking worth it because listening to this shit, man, definitely inspired me. I'm not gonna front.
I
Like,
appreciate it.
you had me making want to make beats and shit today, and I'm just
Make
like, yo,
beats.
what happened?
I didn't even know you made beats until I seen your shit. What did I see? I seen produced by Supreme Almighty. Who did I just see was just rocking on your beat right now? Um,
Um, damn, I don't even know. Probably fucking Apocalypse to Archangel.
oh, there you go. That's my dude. That's my dude. He's an Ear Candy brethren. That's what I
Oh, no
just see.
doubt.
It's some crazy ass song, and I'm like looking at the titles and all that shit. You know, Apocalypse to Archangel, Supreme the Almighty. His motherfucking titles is crazy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I see, I'm like Supreme the Almighty. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you made beats. That shit was fire. How y'all knew each other? Just from upstate?
Not through the internet shit. His boy, Jordan,
Caesar.
I think his name is.
Yeah, Caesar already.
We met them through all that shit.
Yo,
Yeah.
that nigga stay upstate too.
Oh yeah, I didn't know all that because I know he's
Yeah,
from Queens.
I don't,
But
he didn't want to say all that, but he stay upstate. But he probably right around where you at. You be going to the NUT shit?
you know my brother at UT.
I went up there. I went up there with Lex. And I went up there with Kesper. There's a show where we're all up there.
Oh shit, I missed that shit, yo. Yeah, that's family,
That,
bro.
that was that was like 3 years ago in the middle of December. That shit is no joke up there.
Yeah, nah, it ain't no motherfucking joke up here and shit.
December, that shit was cold as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, that's like to me doing that. That's like when I used to listen to fucking Halftime. Oh, and I also went to the NYU radio show when it was still there with DJ Eclipse. I went there with Spit Gems. Shout out to Spit Gems. You know, he was the first person to take me up there. He was there with FU. Shout out to FU. I know you know FU too, right?
Yeah.
From the Rikers Island Boxing School, you know, that whole group and Broken Home and shit.
Yeah.
So I went up there with them one time to the NYU radio show. And this is a show that I was listening to as a kid and still now. And I'm like, I'm here. They ain't let me spit or nothing like that, which is okay. It's all good. But I was there just soaking in all the info and shit like that. And then like literally like 8 months later, DJ NUT invites us all up there. And I'm like, yo, this is like that. You know what I mean? So that shit is dope, man. You know, he's also a one-man army, man. So shout out to him. He does a lot of shit by himself. Radio show.
That's like he's like a big brother to me. Shit, man. That's family right there. He does. He's been holding down the radio show for I don't know how fucking long. Like by himself, with people, by himself. Like this man is a wizard when it comes to. I mean, he got the bumpy knuckles shit and all types of shit. He
just got that shit R&B right now.
Mm-hmm.
He got that album. That shit is fire. I don't know if you fuck with Starvin. Starvin's is, you know, he's dope.
Yeah,
another dude. That's another dude who used to come to Ear Candy Studio. Well, he still does. and he was one of the first ones where I would ask him mad questions, and you know, I know I'd be annoying. I know, it's, you know, and when you got a little nigga asking you mad questions about this game, I know it'd be a little annoying. But he was another nigga that just was like, yo, man, just soak up all the info I could give you and shit like that, and you know, and I did. You know what I mean? Everybody's cool. Everybody very genuine that I meet and shit like that. There's
I
not a
gotta
lot
say,
of.
I love y'all label though, like the creative juices label, man. Because every single person I met from within y'all camp is just fucking great dudes,
I'm still
dope
trying.
ass MCs, dope producers. Like y'all, I don't know how the fuck y'all slept on or whatever. Or people were not paying attention or whatever the fuck they doing, man. But yo, y'all could be the motherfucking new age Wu-Tang type shit. You know what I'm saying?
He got Ugg. He got Ugg on there too. Don't forget
Mm-hmm.
about Ugg. He just dropped Inspector Willoughby shit, which, you know, Inspector Willoughby is directly connected to MF Doom. So it's funny that you say how are people slept on, you know, because it's true. Like MF Doom has such a following that anything he touches, everybody listens to. So like this guy has mad shit from Inspector Willoughby that they've done over the years that nobody has listened to. And me, I've gotten a chance to listen to this stuff. It's like when I listen to The Price of Fame, which was Lil Fame and Sean Price's album. I listened to that shit like 2 years before it came out. Shout out to
That's
Spencer.
great.
Was in his crib, and he was the something where somebody passes away, and you know they directly involved with this hip hop shit. This shit is no joke.
Yeah,
So
yeah, nah,
you know, shout out to him, man, for
that's what I'm saying.
even just keeping that in the time capsule.
You got a whole motherfucking army, man. Jace One, Alucard,
Can't forget,
Helix.
man. That's the most gentlest giant I know, man.
Word.
You
Wait,
can't forget
who would you say, yo? You could like cut out. Who was you saying?
who Jace.
Oh, that's who you saying, Jace. Yeah,
Jace. That's like the gentle giant right there, boy.
yeah, that's fam right
He
there. Yo,
told me,
he.
I keep telling Jace, you and Shanty should have a fucking podcast because I know y'all done been through everything. These guys tell me crazy stories, all these people they beat up, and all these crazy ass hip hop stories. I'm like, y'all got crazy podcast going on, y'all do that. But he's such a gentle giant that he's like, bro, I don't even want to like. These are hip hop stories that I got within myself, and since you're such a hip hop head, I tell you about them, but it ain't really for the whole world to know. Which I respect that, yo. Cause everybody on podcasts want to say everything too. Sometimes you gotta keep your shit hidden. You know what I mean?
That's why I be trying to have Jace Jace co-hosts the shows with me sometimes. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. I know because I know me and you was kind of fresh. Like we build in from the ground up and shit because we don't
Round
know
up,
each other like that. But yeah, Jace was on previous shows as a co-host and
right?
yeah,
You see
like
how he is,
yeah.
gentle giant, man. You know.
That nigga be having me rolling though. That nigga be having me dying and shit with the shit he be saying sometimes.
He's a funny dude. Yeah. Nah, he's cool, man. He's cool. And you had Alu up in the show too, right?
Yep, about everybody in the crew except you, Helix, and UG. But now obviously
You gotta get Helix up there. You got Lil Vic on the show too.
nah, yeah, I
You gotta
gotta
get
go
Lil
for that
Vic
too.
too. Lil Vic is. I'm telling you, the team is strong. Like if everybody
That's
was to
why,
play
yeah.
back in the day, shit'll be murder. But like you know, everybody does their own shit. You know, you Lil Vic from Staten Island. Helix, I think she's from Manhattan or something like that. It's hard to get everybody to get in the mix. But shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. He did some shit for Marv One too. Don't get that twisted. Marv One be up in there too. He from the
That's why I wanted to have all y'all on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the biggest nigga, you know what I mean? I ain't got fucking millions of followers and shit, but I know real motherfucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, y'all motherfucking real hip hop, man, because not only do y'all hold each other down like the hip hop unit should, but at the same time, man, all y'all fucking talented as fuck, man. Like, I've been listening to ID way back from fucking him and the Alucard's earlier shit. And
yeah.
UG way back and all that, you know, style the dwellers and shit. So,
Yeah, that's all the dwellers, you know.
I mean, the arsonist, Jace One, like, you know what I mean? I've been a fan of every single one of y'all artists. And then now I'm listening to your music and I'm also a fan because I got some favorite joints that just straight make me want to slap somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I try to do. That's what I try to do. And I'm definitely gonna send you that other joint too, because that's crazy how I don't got that on there. But Because
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was like, huh?
That's the one I was telling you the ID worked on for like a month. So that one came out fire. Came out crispy.
That's crazy. It was all worth it though. It was all worth it. But I can imagine him sitting there and be like, damn, I gotta cut this nigga's vocals again and again and again.
Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah.
Like going back to the track that you said I like, the Papo Shango shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, but there's just been an influx of mad people just doing shrooms.
Well,
like lately in the city, New York. I don't know if you noticed that shit, because even I've been fucking with them lately. So that just that was basically the whole, Papa Shango was fucking like one of them spiritual cursed wrestlers and shit like that. But a lot of people don't know that's the Godfather. That's the he turned into the Godfather.
Yeah, I remember the transition and shit.
It was crazy. It was a very quick transition. That's why a lot of people don't know it. That's another reason why I picked it too, because it's very obscure. You know what I mean? So if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. You're gonna have to do your research on it. But that's the Godfather, baby. Him train, the whole train. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's fucked up though? It's like you couldn't even have our old school wrestlers in this day and age because of all the gentrification and all the bullshit. Soft ass niggas would just ruin it. Cause imagine Papa Shango being in this era of wrestling.
Imagine the Godfather being in this era and him screaming out.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is nothing compared to this dude. He'll get Me Too'd all night. He wouldn't survive out here. You know what I mean? Me Too.
Yeah, that's why niggas don't fucking shit up.
You got to be mad political. You got to be, I don't know. You got to like watch your toes. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit though. You know what I mean?
Word.
Me, I don't be watching my toes. I say whatever the fuck I want, and that's about it.
I mean, that's the way to live at this point in time, man. Cause you give these niggas too much leeway. You know what I mean? All of a sudden,
you're gonna have like dogs and cats with more rights than you. It's coming to that, bro. It's coming to that. Shit is crazy.
Oh man, it's all good. I'll tell you this much, man. I do appreciate you for the fact of being a wrestling fan. You know what I mean? Cause like I said before, a lot of people don't appreciate the older shit as much as cats from our age. Cause I'm 37. You said you're 34, right?
Yeah, I'm 34.
So like we in the same era of shit, which is perfect.
We in the same 90s bracket right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have been like in the Ultimate Warrior still phase and shit. And I'm still like on like the Rock and Ed, the fucking the Dudley Boy shit and ECW. Like that was my shit, niggas burning up tables and just cracking their skulls and shit like that. That shit was dope, you know what I mean? So you know
what I'm saying? Every time niggas was like, yo, wrestling is fake. I'm like, have y'all niggas seen reality TV shows?
Yeah.
The fuck you mean? Well, tell me what's fucking fake. That's some real shit. Them niggas is bleeding out. This nigga Ed Hardy jumped off the top of the screen shit.
Man Hardy, that shit was crazy. Yeah, it's fucking.
You know what I'm saying? You tell me what's motherfucking fake, yo.
And then half of them fucking broke their backs and all that shit, ended up being on drugs and all that shit. So none of that shit is fake. You know what I mean? Prime
example, Chris Benoit. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Peace, but that's a sad story right there, bro.
It is. It was fucked up, man. But that's the other part.
But that's why I'm
wrestling.
So like, I feel like rap is kind of like wrestling because a lot of niggas be faking the funk, but a lot of niggas is on some real shit. But it's more about showmanship. It's more about how extravagant rap can get and all that shit. So that's why like I correlate this album with that a lot. But a lot of this, it's like I told you, I got like a serious thing going, and it's like I always put couch in the title. So like the last one was Fuck Your Couch. This one was Tables, Ladders, and Couches. I got another one that's gonna be coming out. That was gonna be called The Casting Couch. That's gonna be a little more like, like a little more lighthearted and shit.
It's gonna be kind of like the Fabulous effect. I don't know if you remember when Fabulous used to spell out his motherfucking name in every single track and shit, but eventually everybody got with the trend.
Matter of fact, just like that. Yep. You already know.
So yeah, that's dope though, man. That's a good marketing ploy. You know what I mean? At the same time.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So with that being said, we already talked about the newer shit. Let's go back. Let's take a trip at the time real quick and go back to Fuck Your Couch and shit. So did you have a favorite track off that?
Yeah, my favorite track off that joint, probably I like the one called the Gary Jules.
Yo, yeah.
Fire. That one is the sample on that. I don't know if you know the sample. That's Mad
Mad
World.
Yup. Why yo, that's the first thing that struck me. I was like, yo, this shit's gonna be fucking lit. Before the drums or whatever even kicked in. It was like, yeah.
Definitely. And on that one, I got crazy on that one. So I really like that one. And I also like Disappointed Dunsky. That's with Big Noid and Starvin' B, because they destroy that shit.
Yeah,
And that's A1. I don't know if you fuck with A1.
A1. Nah, I'm not sure what that is.
He's dope. He part with the Spit Gems and the FUs and all that shit. He's part of their crew and all that shit. He's dope. And he's sick at rhyming, but the nigga does beats too. So I got snatched a couple beats off him. And 7 Train Bandit is also good with FU. And then I got shit that I got a video with. I got I like Subway Suicide. That's probably my favorite track.
Yo, my personal favorite is fucking definitely the Gary Jules shit. Like that shit was, yeah, that shit really hit.
Like that one.
That shit really hit me. The other joy was fucking Knights Templar. Like
that one was sick. I got my boy Legit Easy on the hook on it. Legit Easy's doing crazy. You gotta follow him after that. He's doing crazy shit. But yeah, I forgot about that track actually. That was produced by some dude named Kevlar that I met like I don't even know. That dude like Romanian or some shit like that. And I just started emailing him back and forth, and he sent that to me. And yeah, that one is fire. That one is fire actually. You like strings a lot? Strings and flutes?
Yeah. If you ever noticed, yeah, the guitar shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You choosing all like the shit that's like with flutes and strings and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Latino. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. You know what I mean? You gotta have them guitars.
You what? You Puerto Rican?
Nah, I'm from Honduras.
Oh, Honduras. That's what's up.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So I'm Latino, you know what I mean? I know my guitars and shit beats. Like, it definitely,
I'm good. Guitar, flute, fucking, it always sounds fun. Shit. Violins is my shit.
I mean, that's why I say, like, with the whole album, man, like, those were 2 personal favorites, only because for some reason they kind of struck me a certain way. Like, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a nostalgic thing or something, but, like, it was definitely a good flow to it. But everything was dope, man. Even the Brooklyn Queens Day and shit.
Oh, that's with Starker. Starker USA. I don't know fuck with Starker. He doing big things right now.
Yeah, I love them Spanish style beats too. And I noticed a lot of the album kind of, it felt like the flow of it was also like the Spanish style.
Yeah, definitely. But that's why, like, going back to the new shit, I was kind of like, let me break away from that a little bit, cause like the new one don't really got no flutes and like except for that remix with the Benny the Butcher. The new one is more like I want to say like more digitized. If you understand what I'm saying, like the old one is a little, like you said, like I got a lot of nostalgic beats on it, a lot of soul samples on it, a lot of samples on it. I fuck with ID on this one because when we moved into this new studio, he was telling me he wasn't even trying to make beats with samples on it no more. And then you a producer, you know that shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we sample, that's the base of, that's the foundation right there. Besides your drums or whatever, then you can start adding little things in there. But for you to come up with the foundation yourself, it's a little hard. So I started fucking with that, and you know, he sent me a whole crazy beat pack, but I only ended up choosing like 6 or 7 of them, and then like I think 5 or 6 of them jumped on, you know, got on this shit. But like this new joint, this no one really got a lot of violins, not a lot of guitars. A lot of it is a lot of like I wanted it to sound like how can you say, like not digital in the sense of digital, but more like sonically for the new people.
It's very complex.
Yeah.
I'm trying to elaborate a little bit on what you're saying, because I was like, I mean, to me, it sounds kind of like an underground project. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. But
It definitely is a project, but with kind of like a coating of like extravagism in it. You know what I'm saying? Like a little coat of it. Cause like even like the mixing on it, like a lot of the songs, I had told ID, I was like, yo, when you mix the songs, I want you to mix the songs how these new dudes is mixing the songs with, like, it's like a lot of repetition, a lot of reverb, you know, shit like that. Like I didn't want it to sound too gutter. I didn't want it to sound too muddy. I wanted it actually to branch
It
out.
ended up happening anyway, though.
Nah, I get it. No, we gutter and grimy, you know what I mean?
Man, that was that break your neck music, nigga. Like I said, the fucking earlier shit that you showed me was, like I said, more. It felt more nostalgic. It felt more like, it felt like a Black Star album to me. Like
Nice.
like the choice of the beats and shit. Then you go fucking listen to the newer shit, the EP that's gonna be dropping and shit. It's more in your face Jedi mind tricks. It's more like
exactly. But like even that,
you can tell.
they're underground, but they got $1 million mastering. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're underground, like they are for the underground, but when you hear it, I'm like, yo, they might have done this shit in motherfucking like Powerhouse Studios, or like it's just somewhere where sonically it sounds like, yo, I don't have to rewind it too much for me to hear it, or I don't gotta turn it up for me to hear it. Like it just sounds good, you know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like a lot of underground music, you know, I don't want to shit on nobody and not like that, but like you got niggas with $1 million rhymes, but with dollar mics, bro, $20 mics, and $40 mics, like, or people doing shit on the motherfucking on the computer. I'm like, y'all niggas is nicer than me. I don't know how y'all can't afford a studio to. I be hearing a lot of $1 million rhymes coming out of $40 microphones, and that to me, I didn't want that shit to happen on this one. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody to pick it up and be like, yo, I hear this dude clearly. I hear him nice. I hear the beats and everything sounds sonically. Like my whole shit is like, if you could play it in your car and it sounds dope, or you could play it in your headphones and it sounds dope. I don't want one thing to sound good. Yo, what up, pro?
No doubt. Peace. Fucking yeah. No, I hear you on that shit. It's all, you could also tell it's ID. Like as soon as I started listening, you didn't even have to tell me. I was automatic like, yo, this sound like an ID style beat and shit. Like the hard drums, hard slap you snares, and then the fucking, you know what I mean? You could tell it was an ID joint, and it was definitely.
You listen to that fucking UGG shit that he did?
Oh shit.
UGG with UG Portals.
Oh yeah.
So like a lot, like the big reason why I started like fucking with him, because I listened to that whole album. I think that album is fucking phenomenal.
Word.
Telling him I need, because he's underground as a motherfucker. You could tell, you know, UG is underground as a motherfucker. But that album right there, dog, I could hear that shit in the mainstream radio anytime. You know what I'm saying? And it was because of exactly what you said. It's an ID fully produced album, and you could tell it came from him, and you could tell he mixed it, he mastered it the right way. You know what I'm saying? That way, if you can play it in your Jeep, it sounds dope. If you can play it in your motherfucking car stereo, it sounds dope. If you can play it in your headphones, it sounds dope. And that's what I want from him. I used to tell him all the time, like, yo, I need like a UG type era type shit. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we worked on.
Yeah, you can tell. You tell from the flow of it. I mean, yeah, it's definitely. I like it, man. I like how the flow
Like
of it.
Talking about Fuck Your Couch Ninja, I love that album. Don't get me wrong, but that shit, I did that shit in 2016. First off, I dropped it like 2 years ago, so that shit been in the mix for a minute. You know what I mean? A lot of those songs too. I had done the song, came back and redid the song, or I did the song and I ain't feel it, or I did the song, I ain't cool with the dude that was on the song anymore. We got to get them all, bang bang, shit like that. You know, shit like that happens. And to me, it's not a cohesive album. It's just like, let me put all the hardest tracks that I got out and put them on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, I appreciate it. Open. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit for everybody on that. But there's like even one track on there where, like I said, this is in 2016. There's I think it's, I forgot what it's called, C-Spec. And to me, that's like a trap song. And like, I don't do trap songs, but now that I'm hearing everybody doing like drill music, I'm like, I'm like, yo, I had a song in 2016 that sounds like this shit that they doing. And I wasn't trying to do drill music or trap music. It's just it came off that way. You know what I'm saying? Because of the beat. And like that, to me, that's one of my favorite songs too. But I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so everything is a little, you know, you might get like a sped up soul sample in one song. You might get a flute in one song. You might get three motherfucking people on one song, like a posse cut. But like for this one, I wrote out exactly what I wanted to do beforehand, before I even got the beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gonna name it. We gonna name it with some wrestling. We're gonna have a wrestling thing. I want this rapper on it. I want this DJ on it, or I want a posse cut this long. Shit like that.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, it's well put together and shit. Most definitely.
Yo,
Shit.
sometimes like, here's the thing though. Sometimes, because you said it was well put together. Sometimes people don't have the intentions to do it the most cohesive way, and it just comes out very well done. Like you would think that I wrote it down before and I got all the titles, but nah, like sometimes when it's sporadic, it's actually the best. So sometimes you don't always got a plan, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, at the end of the day, you did pick a topic that it kind of it feels like it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna think about the whole wrestling scheme, like that whole entire era was just fucking butter. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know you're gonna have an album based on wrestling. You know that album's gonna be dope as fuck. It has to be.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I mean, you a hip hop fan, and I'm a hip hop fan. The wrestling shit is coming back hard. So I didn't want to seem also like I'm doing it because it's coming back hard, because of the Griselda, because of the West Side Gun. Because West Side Gun is you know, he talk about Chris Benoit all the time and all that shit. And a lot of people are doing it, and I didn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it to jump on the bandwagon. No,
shit.
really, genuinely, because I'm just a wrestling kid, like you. I'm just an old school anime head. I'm just fucking. I pop open the Ninja Turtle DVDs and all that shit, and scripts. I do all that shit. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. See, that's what I like to hear, man. See, this is the fucking part of hip hop I fucking love.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
to build with brothers and people.
I'm not on the corner all the time, B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't have to be on the corner all the time. I'm in the bodega all the time. Sometimes I like to throw on my Twilight Zone and out like 4 hours and try to decipher Twilight Zone episodes, and then I get to the writing. You know what I mean?
Word. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. I throw on some Fist of the North Star, write some rhymes. You know what I mean? Listen to some hip hop.
Trying to get into this new shit, the Attack of the Titans shit, which is it's getting there. That shit is crazy though, man. The new animes is crazy. I was up about Ninja Scrolls shit. I don't know if you remember Ninja Scrolls.
That's like everybody's go-to. Elder Sensei said that last week. Everybody loves Ninja Scroll was the foundation.
I didn't even listen to that Elder Sensei shit, and look at that. Great minds think alike. I remember being in high school. My boy Jeffy, shout out to Jeffy. I went to his crib, and he's a Haitian kid, right? So I'm thinking, he about to play me some Haitian shit. I don't know what the fuck he gonna do. He brought out a fucking anime, and it was Ninja Scrolls, and I'm looking at him like, yo, I didn't know you know about this shit. He's like, bro, this is one of the illest animes ever. Kid you not, he lent me the fucking Ninja Scrolls. I probably never gave it back to him, but I've been on it. You know what I mean? So I guess that's like every hood nigga's go to anime, right? Or the Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah. I mean, cause you can find that shit everywhere, man. Fucking bodegas, you can catch that shit bootleg this shit, or you can that shit was everywhere, and it still is.
Before the internet, I used to go to fucking the Coliseum in Jamaica. I used to go and pick up mad Kung Fu DVDs with my brother, mad animes, mad Dragon Ball Z shit that wasn't even out yet. Because they were still not dubbed like in English. They still used to have to read them. They were speaking in Jap,
yeah.
And you had to read the shit. And then come to find 10 years later, they ain't even, the shit that you're reading is not even what they saying and shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, speaking of that, just to do a little relapse and shit, fucking this nigga Elder Sensei was like, yo son, I used to watch the animes with no subs and no English.
Oh, he's old school there. Like he was watching the 40 dubbed them.
I'm like, bro,
dubbed them, that shit wasn't even what they were saying. Like, come to find out 10 years later. So, I mean, that's crazy, bro. That's just crazy.
That's
But
because
I'm
America
sure,
water shit down, nigga. That's what it is. You know what I mean? If
yeah,
you watch the old
I'm sure
movies,
he's a graffiti dude too. So I'm sure he was not just watching them to like try and decipher it, but I'm sure he was watching it for the art. Because
yeah, yeah.
or he was like one of the first ones in Jersey doing like Dragon Ball Z art. Like I know people were like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, it kind of threw it threw me off a little bit hearing that because I was like, damn. See that I remember doing that shit, Dragon Ball, watching the fucking Majin Buu saga with no subtitles, no English. It was like a whole other language. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck though, 'cause this shit is lit.
I like take like whole. It will take like out of like 25-minute episodes, it will take the whole 20 minutes just for them to start fighting.
I mean, it's still not as long as Naruto, but yeah, it did take a minute for niggas to actually
I mean,
fight.
I haven't even on that yet, man. I don't fall off a little bit on my anime shit, but I'm trying to get back into it.
Got it,
I'm
man.
big. I'm big on film a lot. Like I be watching a lot of film now and shit.
Yeah, definitely check out that Jujutsu Kaisen shit. That shit lit.
All right, for sure. When we hop off this, we just send me a list of some shit that I should watch and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I got a lifetime supply, nigga.
I watched some shit called Bleach. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, Bleach is lit too, man. You know what's the thing too? I'm not sure if you feel the same way about anime, but I feel like anime also helps a lot of us write some creative shit, some shit
Yeah,
that
no,
like
definitely. I mean,
I
no,
mean, cause rappers can requote like the older movies and shit, like the old gangster shit and stuff like that. But
yeah.
eventually, that tires out though.
I don't heard enough King of New York rhymes. I don't heard enough of fucking Boys in the Hood rhymes and all that shit. And all that shit is cool and all that. But like, yeah, you throw in a crazy fucking anime like Bleach or like fucking Trigun or Cowboy Bebop shit, you gonna write some crazy shit. You know what I mean? You gonna be forced to write some crazy shit.
That's what I was trying to tell all these rappers. A lot of these newer niggas, I be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What you rapping about today? You I'm rapping about guns. It's like that shit is tiring, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Say some other shit, man. Like, man,
Yeah, trust
I
me.
feel like hip hop's kind of watered down, bro. Because one of my favorite MCs of all times was Cannabis. So you already know the bar is set motherfucking ultra high for my style of MC and shit.
Nah, the nigga when he was on his like Hot 97 run,
Yeah.
he was on some. That was a monster right there. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was ahead of his time and shit. No doubt. So, speaking of that, segue into it. What's one of your favorite MCs of all time?
Well, my favorite MC is Nas, and I'm a little biased. I got the Illmatic rings right here. If you can
Oh,
see that,
nice. Yo, that's
Illmatic.
fucking dope. That's dope, nigga.
I'm very biased, so that's my favorite MC. But I have people are gonna hate this, whatever. But I have bumped him down a lot because of content, and I just don't feel he's not the same a lot like that he used to be. Which is not to say that he's not. He's still top 5, but he used to be number 1 for me. But he done bumped down a lot. The nigga that took over that number 1 spot, and I don't care if nobody agrees with me or not, but it's Ghostface Killer. The nigga don't drop nothing that's bad, bro.
Right.
The nigga, I listen to R&B with him, and he has a whole R&B album called The Prince of Poetry or some shit like that. I don't even know, but like this shit is a whole R&B album, and that's one of my favorite albums from him. The nigga don't drop nothing that I can't listen to, which to me, I can't say that a lot about people and a lot about rappers. And that used to be Nas. I used to listen to every single thing, but then I started breaking down a lot of shit. All that hip hop is dead shit. That shit to me was so trash. A lot of shit that he did the shit with Kanye was fucking trash. I thought that shit was gonna be quintessential.
See, I'm a huge Nas fan too. And like you said, it's funny you say that because I've been saying that shit. Niggas did not want to hear me though. I was like, yo, from Nas, hip hop is dead to now. His music completely transitioned to a whole
Yeah,
nother
I like
thing.
the shit that he did. I liked the shit when he broke up with Khalees right after, where he had the album covers black with the green dress. That album
I,
was that's a little bit after. That's in the same era of hip hop is dead and now. But that one out of all of them, I like that one a lot because he got a little personal on that one. And it's just like a lot of content too. Like, you know, a lot of people are being politically correct. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Ghostface saying, you fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Word. Now you ain't lying though. He is like that shit, yo. Like that's what makes him a dope MC. Word. Yeah. Wait for your shit to come back on and shit. Word. Peace to everybody tuning in and shit. He gonna be back on in a second, yo. But yeah. Hope everybody's night's going good and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was having a nice little discussion and shit about hip hop and favorite MCs and shit like that. We gonna get back into that shit in a second. But peace and blessings to everybody once again. Shout out to that man creative use of music and shit. They be doing their fucking thing. Yeah. Just gonna give it a few seconds and shit. But y'all got any questions for SofaKing and shit? Got any questions, yo, just go ahead and type it in the box, yo. We bring it up to him when he comes back in here and whatnot. That shit's crazy, though. Shit, I'm a fucking huge anime fan. So whoever else is an anime fan, man, God bless. God bless. Word. We'll play some music, but this fucking laptop crashed out and shit. What's going on with this shit? Damn, can't get this shit to play. We're gonna edit this part out later and shit. So you get the damn computer to work. That'd be really nice right about now. to wait for SofaKing to hop back in here. Give him another couple minutes or whatnot. Yeah, peace and blessings to everybody tuning in and whatnot. Still waiting for SofaKing to hop back in and whatnot. Trying to play some beats right quick and shit, but yeah, my computer's acting stupid. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend and whatnot. Either way. We gonna play some some more beats while we wait and shit. We give it another couple minutes. So anyways, yeah, I guess he got preoccupied. So we're gonna just cut the interview off. Um, my apologies, it got cut short and whatnot, but it's all good. We'll have another one with him anyways. Shout out to all the sponsors, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, shout out to SofaKing, man. Definitely appreciate his time and shit. He a dope artist. Make sure y'all follow him. Make sure you check out all his music and shit. Spotify, YouTube. Shout out to the sponsors once again. Snow Goons, of course. Creative Uses Music. Shout out to Brother ID, DJ Illegal. You know what I mean? Shout out to Elite Sound International, Big Bob. Definitely appreciate all y'all support. Make sure you tune in to the YouTube page and shit. Subscribe to that. You'll see all 43, 44, whatever episodes. It's going down. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great weekend, man. I appreciate all y'all. Anyways, like I was saying, once again, shout out to SofaKing and shit. My apologies, we had to cut the interview short and shit. Something happened on his end. But shout out to the sponsors again, Snow Goons, Elite Sound International, Creative Uses Music. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's always tuning in. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you check out the YouTube page, like I said.